Everybody grab a seat, get ready. It's going to be a good one. Going to turn it over to Earl and Jeff in about 25 seconds.
For the High Torque New York North Region Big Block, Small Block Modifieds. After Dirt Draft Hot Laps lineups are set, and here's the way they will go to the post in Heat 1 for the Modifieds. Out of Watertown, driving in the Flax High Rise Concrete Restoration 28, Jordan McCreadie, and alongside of him, the Twin Leaf Store 66X, Carey Terrance. Row number 2 to the inside. The Hurlock Auto with Speed, Elmo's Pit Stop. Westmoreland Golf Club 9S, Matt Sheppard, and alongside of him, the Walker.com number 01, Chris Raabe. Starting from the 3rd row to the inside, driving in the Parks Company number 79, that is the Flying Squirrel, Rocky Warner, and alongside of him, the Shoeback Sod Farm. Number 15M is Daniel Morgiewicz. Final starting position in the Bullies Truck Stop, number 55J, Gorden Clair. That is the lineup for heat race number 1 for the Bob Hoover Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco. Big Block, Small Block Modifieds, Sunoco Race Fuels, American Racer Tires. We are ready to go. High Torque of New York, our North Region sponsor for the Mighty Modifieds. Pace truck out there. We'll be making that left-hand turn to the infield, and we'll be getting ready to go in heat race number 1. Joe Chris looks them over.
They will roll to the Sunoco start zone in turn 4. Green flag is out, and the first heat race of the night here at the Can-Am Speedway gets underway. 2x2, almost looking to go 3 wide. Now look at Raabe threading the needle. What a great opening lap as they make their way down the back straightaway.
As they enter into turn number 3 and 4, McCreadie on the bottom, Carey Terrance testing the waters up on the top side. Sheppard and Raabe right there with him as they cross the line for lap number 1. McCreadie there for the lead, but look at the battle for second, guys, between Sheppard and Terrance.
3-car battle. They were almost 3 wide going into turn number 1. Sheppard up the inside lane going by Carey Terrance. Here comes Raabe into the corner. Meanwhile, McCreadie will lead the way.
Don't forget, all cars move into the feature event, but here's what's important about these heat races. The top 3 drivers, top 3 finishers, I should say, moves into the redraw, and that's exactly where Chris Raabe is at. He's in P3 right now, but we got a battle for the lead in turns 3 and 4.
Working it through turn number 3 and 4, down to the line. Sheppard on the top, McCreadie on the bottom. Drag race to the corner. They'll still stay side by side as Chris Raabe trails in the 3 spot. Carey Terrance in the battle for 5th as they work it up off of turn number 2. Sheppard takes control.
Down the back straightaway now, Matt Sheppard ran the outside lane. You can see him trying to keep the car as straight as he can into the corner. 4 down, 4 to go. Heat number 1, McCreadie, then Raabe. Raabe trying to move into McCreadie for 2nd. Terrance is racing in position 4. Morgiewicz is 5, followed by Rocky Warner in position 6.
This track really went through a transition, guys, after time dirt draft hot laps, because a lot of the time out there during hot laps, the guys were working the bottom side of the racetrack. During Penske Racing Shock's opening ceremonies, the track crew came out and actually ran in most of the racetrack with that dust out there, and believe it or not, it's really bringing the middle and the top side in.
It really has brought both lanes together as we watch the battle for the 2 spot. Sheppard is checked out. He's in another county right now with 2 laps left to go. Exactly. Bye-bye now as the 28 of McCreadie. He's in a tight battle here with Chris Raabe. These 2 drivers know each other very well, had a lot of laps around each other here at Can-Am.
Yeah, that's the battle on the track right now for position number 2. We're going to come around and get the Barron's Performance Warehouse. White flag, 1 to go. Matt leading the way. Raabe to the outside of McCreadie as we exit turn 4 down the straightaway on the Barron's Performance Warehouse. White flag.
Who is going to finish in the runner-up spot? As you can see, Raabe, he's going to diamond the corner and get a run on McCreadie. But meanwhile, already making his way off of corner number 4 as the Sunoco checker flag waves, Matt Sheppard is going to be 2 for 2 on the night. He wins his heat race. 2nd will go to the 28M of Jordan McCreadie, and finishing 3rd in that final redraw spot, the 0-1 of Chris Raabe. And guys, Matt Sheppard, he's 2nd in the points coming in, has 2 wins with the Short Track Super Series in the High Torque of New York North region. He was fast time, took home the ATL Fuel Cells Hot Lap Hero Award, and now he is the winner of the heat race. Can he go 3 for 3 on the night?
We'll see. Matt Sheppard, the 9S, the winner of the 28 of Jordan McCreadie, 2nd, the 01 Chris Raabe, 3rd. They go to the redraw. followed by the 66X of Carey Terrance, the 15 of Daniel Morgiewicz, the 79 Rocky Warner, and the 55 J. Gorden Clair. Heat 2, pole position. Driving in the Millman's Napa Auto Parts, Easy Work Trucks, Gary Simpson Contracting 84Y, Alex Yankowski alongside of him. Driving in the MP Delivery number 7Z is Zach Payne. Second row to the inside, the St. Lawrence Radiology Integra Shocks. Number 19 is Tim Fuller alongside of him. Driving car number 60, the Dapper Dog Grooming, Mercer General Contracting 60 is Jackson Gill. Third row to the inside. Driving in the LJ Landscaping SMS Enterprises 7S is Shaun Shaw. Alongside driving car 63, the Roberts Automotive entry is Adam Roberts. Row 4 to the inside. In the Gauvreau Transport number 22C, Cederic Gauvreau. And alongside driving in the 39B from Calcium, New York, Frank Sibley. That is your scheduled lineup for heat race number 2. Again, 8 laps, everybody qualifies. 3 go to the redraw.
So who are going to be the next 3 drivers to go into tonight's redraw as we come alive there at the Sunoco start zone in turn 4. Great start by Alex Yankowski as he will lead the Thundering Herd into turns number 1 and 2.
Working it off the turn, Yankowski on the bottom, Payne right there through the middle, Tim Fuller holding on to the final draw position at this time. As we watch Cederic Gauvreau making one of his first starts of the season here at Can-Am, pulling up to the back bumper of Gill as they flash by the speed shock down here in front.
Heading into the corner right now, Yankowski's got the lead, fresh off his win Saturday at Fonda, where he's the defending track champion. Down the back straightaway right now, we've got Zach Payne running in position 2, followed by Tim Fuller. Tim Fuller said the slipperier the better. This is the way out the racetracks he loves. Down the straightaway, right behind him, Jackson Gill.
Jackson Gill motoring off the turners. We watch Alex Yankowski drive away from the field as he'll set it up on the bottom side of the racetrack into turn number 3 and 4. Just an outstanding season for this young driver, Covington Township, Pennsylvania native, driving away, but Zach Payne's not letting him get away here.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zach Payne made a real good corner there in turn 4 because you can see the leader, Yankowski, maybe he's starting to search out there to see what kind of adjustments he needs to make for the 51 lap feature coming in later in the program. But the top 3, Jeff, they're all starting to get a little closer to each other as Yankowski brings back down the line.
Halfway home now, and Fuller is getting a little closer to Zach Payne. Inching in, challenging for position 2 further back. Cederic Gauvreau is being challenged now as they work down the back straightaway. Good battle back there between Shaw and Gauvreau with Adam Roberts there as well. Meanwhile, it remains Alex Yankowski leading the way.
And I'll tell you what, Tim Fuller just made a power move on Zach Payne to pick up the 2 spot. He's found something on that inside lane, and he may have something for Alex Yankowski. And boy, he cut a good corner, guys, down there in turn number 2, closing in on Yankowski as the white flag waves.
But is it too late right now as the Barons Performance white flag is out? But don't count out the old wily veteran Tim Fuller as he has it down to 5 car lengths with Yankowski.
Working down the back straightaway, final circuit in heat number 2. Fuller is definitely closing the gap. He's going to run out of laps. Here's the checkered flag. The Sunoco checker falls on Yankowski over Fuller. Zach Payne will get position 3 for the redraw, followed by Jackson Gill, Shaun Shaw, and Cederic Gauvreau. Your winning driver is the 84Y of Alex Yankowski. Runner-up spot to the number 19 of Tim Fuller. Third to 7Z, Zach Payne. They go to the redraw, followed by the 60 of Jackson Gill, the 7S of Shaun Shaw, and the 22C of Cederic Gauvreau. Lineup for heat number 3, pole position. Driving in the LaBerge Towing number 91, Felix Roy, alongside the Pale Racing number 1 is David Hebert. Row number 2 to the inside, driving the S&W Service Center number 6 is Mat Williamson. And alongside the Madsen Overhead Door, Emmerich Associates, SRI Performance 02, Jack Lehner. Third row to the inside, the Quality Forestry Products number 28, Michael Trautschold. Alongside of him, driving in the Can-Am Speedway 39, Ryan Bartlett. Fourth row to the inside, the A to Z Lawn Maintenance number 27B, Robert Bublak. And the final starting spot will be the 66 of Derek Webb out of Brownsville, New York. Heat number 3 taking the green.
This is the final heat race for the Short Track Super Series Big Block Modified, who are going to be the next 3 drivers to make it into tonight's redraws. We are side by side for the lead, coming off of 4 to complete lap number 1. And Felix Roy, how about it? Great lead as he takes it back down to turns number 1 and 2. But Tim, don't sleep on the great Canadian champion, David Hebert.
Absolutely. Canadian trio down the back straightaway. Felix Roy, David Hebert, now Mat Williamson putting the pressure on as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Felix Roy has been on a roll here as he picked up a big win this past Sunday night at the Cornwall Motor Speedway. Right now trying to fend off 2 of the best is David Hebert and Mat Williamson battle behind him.
Good battle for that number 2 spot down the back straightaway. David Hebert battling into the turn with Money Matt into the corner. We've got an in-car camera right now that is on board with Mat Williamson as number 6. Driving his own equipment tonight, heading into the turn, working on the outside of Hebert into the corner. And Williamson will make the move around Hebert and grab position number 2. Looks like the outside groove working good so far tonight.
Yeah, the middle's starting to clean off well, and I gotta say, guys, I love that in-car camera. You can absolutely see these drivers wheel these heavy big blocks out there on this big half mile as, hey, how about it? Mat Williamson, that middle line is starting to work as he's starting to close in on the leader, Felix Roy.
Yeah, a couple of drivers know each other very well all season long. Williamson makes it look so easy from that shot that we saw on the onboard camera. Doesn't easy. Flashes by the front straightaway here. Felix Roy has gained a lot of experience running against Matt every week, although here comes Williamson. Big charge down the backstretch.
He looks like he is closing in real quick now. He had a great turn in 1 and 2, did Williamson. Roy stumbled just a little bit in 3 and 4. We're going to get the 2 to go signal, and Williamson has the hammer down, outside lane down the front. They'll enter turn number 1 side by side.
A mile to race, and we got a new leader off of turn number 2 given to Mat Williamson. Can Felix Roy respond though? He'll stick to 91 right back down low, close in on Williamson, and this time by the Barons Performance. White flag waves, final time around.
We've got a battle for that last redraw spot off the corner. The Ginger Ninja, Jack Lehner, makes the down low move, moving by Hebert, and he will grab position 3, working out of turn number 4 to get that important redraw spot. Sunoco checkered flag is waving this time.
Off of 4 they come. Mat Williamson will win the final heat race of the night for the big blocks. Second goes to Felix Roy. Jack Lehner will make it into third, that final redraw spot. As we mentioned, guys, the middle there starting to clean off. We got heat races coming up for the Sportsman division, but we said it all night long since the top of the broadcast. This track is going to go through a transition phase all night long.
And it's starting to widen out like I talked about on Friday night, guys. This track got extremely wide. Yes, we had 360 sprint cars on it as well, but it's widening out here with the sail panels and the American Racer rubber on these cars. It is getting to be a very fast multi-groove facility, very smooth here tonight as we watch Mat Williamson for a brief moment go to the scales.
Heat number 3, again, Mat Williamson, the winner to the 91, Felix Roy second, the 02, Jack Lehner third. They go to the redraw, the 1, David Hebert, the 28, Mike Trautschold, and the 39, Ryan Bartlett. Lineup for heat number 1 of 3 for the Madison Overhead Door Sportsman as the High Torque New York Modifieds completed their 3 heats. Cederic Gauvreau, the Gauvreau Transport 2, is on the pole. Outside of him, driving car number 82, that'll be David Hackett. Second row to the inside, we'll find the number 9G Tyler Peet out of Lake Erie. Alongside of him, our JLR Technologies Hot Lap Hero, the 44X's Taylor Doxtater. Third row to the inside, driving in the 1D is Paul DeRuyter. Alongside, driving the 38S is Shaun Shaw. Starting from the 4th row inside, the Klinger Power Sports 9K, Blaine Klinger. Alongside the 349, Garrett Chillett. And the final starting spot, the Schweigert Sugar Shack number 12 from Woodhull, George Schweigert III. Heat number 1 underway for the Madison Overhead Door Sportsman. They're already 3 wide down the back.
They certainly are down the back straightaway as we see the Drivers working it into turn number 3 and 4 and down to the line. Cederic Gauvreau is your current race leader as they flash by the stripe one more time into turn number 1 and 2. These are the first few laps Cederic Gauvreau has turned all season long, guys.
It's a hornet's nest, however, for that 4th position on back as they are 2 by 2. But how about it, guys? We got a battle for the lead here off of turn number 4. Tyler Peet has closed in on the leader, Gauvreau.
Yeah, good battle heading down into the turn. Tyler Peet, one of our regulars on the Short Track Super Series, Madsen Overhead Door North Region. We got a 2-car battle for the lead, a 2-car battle for 3rd, and a 4-car battle for 5th. Split screen now here on Flow Racing with all sorts of action in Heat 1 for the Madsen Overhead Door Sportsman. Here comes Peet down to the inside of Gauvreau.
That's a battle for the lead on the right side, and that is a battle for 7th on the left. How about it? What a hell of a battle we got here for the top spot, guys. They are still side by side. Gauvreau and Peet battling into turns 3 and 4 for the top spot.
Tyler Peet down in that inside lane. Remember, Tyler Peet has a win already this season with the North Region, as we got a one around over there in turn number 3 and 4. I believe that's the Hackett number 82 ride. The yellow lights are on.
The SRI Performance Caution flag waves here for the first time of the night at the halfway point for the first heat race for the Sportsmans.
David Hackett in the Lamb Speed Shop number 82, one of our regulars in the Short Track Super Series North Region. Again, thanks to our North Region title sponsor, High Torque of New York, for the modifieds. Are you putting the torque in New York? High Torque of New York is your one-stop shop for all torque, tool, and industrial bowling needs. They offer rentals, sales solutions, and training, as well as on-site torque wrench calibration. We got a replay of what happened here.
Hackett just loses the handle right there all by himself as the caution lights are out. Unfortunate for him. He's going to have to tag the rear of the field in this one. But Tim, we will go back green at the Sunoco restart zone in turn 4.
We certainly will, as Tyler Peet will lead the way down into turn number 3 and 4. Off a string of top 2 finishes the last couple of events here. Green lights are back on, and Tyler Peet will get the lead from Gauvreau. Battle for 3rd shaping up. Doxtater down low, inball to the outside lane as they go to turn number 1 and 2.
Working down the back now. Looks like they're trying to pair up again with Tyler Peet grabbing the lead. Gauvreau now battling with Doxtater for position number 2, and right behind them another 2-car battle and a 3-car battle behind them. The Sportsman really turning up the wick down the straightaway. Shaun Shaw in the 38 has now climbed the 4th, followed by Blaine Klinger.
I hope Taylor Doxtater has a nickname, Tater Tot. If not, we're going to give it to him, all right? Because right now, he's looking to get a heat race win. He has to take it away from Tyler Peet as the Twin Sticks are in the air just 2 more times around. Doxtater is closing in on the leader of Peet at a very rapid pace.
Yeah, he certainly is. Of course, he's got a lot of experience around this racetrack in several different divisions. In the last few weeks out in this Sportsman division here at Can-Am, he has been fast. He's won 2 races, 3 overall. We're coming to the white flag, and I'll tell you what, Tyler Peet's going to have all he can handle with Doxtater right now.
Final lap, we've got the exotic brand white flag waving. 1 lap to go down the back straightaway. Doxtater closing the gap down the backstretch. Gauvreau by his lonesome in position number 2. Make that position 3 as we come to the Sunoco checker. Who's it going to be? It looks like Tyler Peet will hold on to grab the win. Doxtater and then Gauvreau cross the line as the top 3. And Bo, Klinger, and how about the comeback for David Hackett? Hackett climbs back to position number 6. So the 9G of Tyler Peet picks up the win. The 46X of Taylor Doxtater comes home second. The 2-star Cederic Gauvreau is third. 38S Shaun Shaw is fourth. The 9K Blaine Klinger and the 82 David Hackett on the rebound comes home sixth. Lineup for heat number 2 goes this way. The Jocks Automotive 03 from Hogansburg, Joshua Jock alongside. Driving the Boys in O, number 61L, will be Donovan Lucier. Second row to the inside. Driving in the WKC Larry's Landscaping, number 44, that is Mason Rogers. And alongside, driving in the Fox 28, number 28 is Tyler Stevenson. Third row on the inside, driving in the Rick's Plumbing and Heating, number 54, Bradley Howard. And alongside of him, driving in the 18, the Performance Automotive entry, that's the 18G of Justin Gatbog. Row number 4 to the inside, driving car 2 is Greg Henry. Greg in the door marine and fabrication entry alongside driving car number 20. That's the statewide Aqua Store number 20 of Braden Bullock. And the final starting spot, the 5R from Harrisville, is Stephen Roberts.
We come back to life here at the Can-Am Speedway. This is the second heat race of the night for the Short Track Super Series Sportsman Division 3. Wide down the back straightaway for third. Now they're side by side for the lead. We'll come around to complete lap number 1 as Donovan Lucier, he'll bring him down to the start-finish line in the 61L with the lead.
Donovan Lucier, 15 wins at 10 different racetracks, including one with your South region this year at Bridgeport Speedway. Josh Jock, he got his first modified win a couple of weeks ago in just a second start. Tyler Stevenson, third right now in the running order. One here this past Friday night. Mason Rogers did as well in Limited Sportsman.
Working off the corner right now. Lucier's got the lead down the straightaway. Jock is in second. Working into the turn, Tyler Stevenson third. Following him is the youngster Mason Rogers. He's in the 4th spot as they work down the back straightaway. Further back in the pack, we got a little side-by-side action into the turn. Donovan Lucier's been having quite a season this year, as he did last year, racking up some feature wins at multiple speedways.
Top 4 drivers pretty much filing here on the bottom side of the racetrack. Brady Howard right now sits in that 5th position as laps start to click off here. As this time by, we're halfway, 4 laps in and 4 to go.
4 more to go, guys. Donovan Lucier just doesn't seem to matter where he goes as we watch him on the Flow Sports screen here in front of us. He has been fast every single place he goes. It doesn't matter whether it's the short tracks. You guys saw him on the big tracks at Bridgeport earlier this year. We've seen him pick up a win here at Can-Am. Just absolutely bad fast. Again, 15 wins already this season.
Yeah, he's been dominating, but doing well at Airborne Park. He has been fast and doing well pretty much everywhere he unloads that race car, and he's pulling away right now in the number 61. He's got a pretty big lead. Joshua Jock running very well in position number 2 as they work into the turn. This time by the 2-lap signal.
You talk about that lead there, guys. Lucier last time by had a 2.1 second lead. He's increased it. 2.7 seconds is the difference.
Doesn't surprise me one bit. Donovan just that good, but behind him, Josh Jock running in second. Josh Jock, an upset story at Mohawk, where you guys are going tomorrow. He won his first ever modified feature as we come to the white flag.
The exotic brand white flag is out. Final time around. Donovan Lucier can pretty much shut it off and coast it from there as he has a very healthy lead in the 61 out. He'll make his way off a turn 4, see the Sunoco checkered flag, and he will win heat race number 2 for the Short Track Super Series Sportsman. Joshua Jock in the 03, the runner-up spot. Tyler Stevenson, third, and Mason Rogers in 4th. So we'll bring you up the unofficial results here for the second heat race with the Sportsman Division. Absolutely dominating performance by Donovan Lucier as heat race number 3. How about that rollout track side?
Donovan Lucier gets the win, the 61L, followed by the 03 Joshua Jock, the Fox 28 of Tyler Stevenson, the 44 Mason Rogers. They were the top 4, the 54 of Brady Howard, and the 2 of Greg Henry. Heat 3 lining up this way out of West Winfield, driving the Christian Fabrication 16S, Jeremy Slazik, alongside driving in the Can-Am Speedway 11 is Genevieve Bartlett. Row number 2 to the inside, he will be driving the Riley Ford 88 Fire Swamp, and alongside driving the 18 is Gavin Isley, the Performance Automotive race car. Row 3 to the inside, the Madsen overhead door 89 is Dylan Madsen, alongside of him the Sweetwater Marina number 9 Joe Toth. Row number 4 to the inside, driving in the 1-2-3, that's the Williams Construction entry of Dale Welty. In the final starting spot, the Stones Pharmacy 27 is Michael Ballestero. Heat 3, they get 8 laps, they all take the top cars to the redraw. Here they come.
3, almost 4 wide. Whoa, boys! This is the start of the final heat race of the night for the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series. Look at the 89 Dylan Madsen. Does he go 2 for 1? What a hell of a battle for the top spot. 2 by 2 by 3 off of turn number 4. They will drag race down to the line, and Jeremy Slosik is going to lead lap number 1.
But Gavin Isley's rolling the top side of the racetrack. He'll try to clear Slosik down the back straightaway. Madsen back to position number 3 as we watch Isley up on the top side. Slosik down low. Isley is going to use home track advantage. He'll slide up around the top side. He's going to clear Slosik down to the line at lap 2.
Look at this battle up front, charging into the turn. Gavin Isley, a feature winner here already this year at Can-Am, around the outside of Slosik down the back end. Dylan Madsen not that far behind the top 3, breaking free from the rest of the pack. Not far behind them, we got another multi-car battle brewing there with Michael Ballestero. He started last. Look where he's at already.
No doubt about it. You took the words right out of my mouth, Jeff. Ballestero is on the move. He started 8th, shotgun on the field, and right now Ballestero's up in the 5th looking for more.
Yeah, Michael Ballestero is definitely fast out there as he's trying to get into the top 5. Meantime, Gavin Isley with a comfortable advantage, about 4 car lengths back to Slosik in 2nd as we work the halfway point. Dylan Madsen still in that final redraw spot. The veteran Dale Welty right there watching the battle for 5th between Genevieve Bartlett, Michael Ballestero down the backstretch.
Heading into the corner, the top 3 have still distanced themselves from the rest of the pack, but right now Isley opening up a little distance over the other 2. Now we've got a battle for 2nd. Madsen looking to the inside of Slosik in 1 and 2. Slosik will hold him off as they motor down the back straightaway. Right now Welty holding down position number 4 as they work into the turn. The top 4 going to the redraw here in the Sportsman division. 2 to go.
Slosik's 16S just seems like it's not sticking down on the bottom like he wants it to do, because he'll slide high off the exit, but right there off of turn 2, he'll make a liar out of me. He made a real good exit. But still, Dylan Madsen, slow but steady on the bottom as they're going to see the exotic brand white flag this time by.
Final time for Gavin Isley. She'll set it up into turn number 1 and 2 as Slosik still back there for the 2 spot, starting to pull away from Dylan Madsen, trying to run down Gavin, but it's not going to happen. Gavin Isley got last year's car out after transmission issues at Brockville this past Saturday night. He's in victory lane for heat race number 3. Gavin Isley gets the victory. 2nd will go to Jeremy Slosik. Dylan Madsen will go to the draw. Dale Welty crosses in position number 4. Genevieve Bartlett, Michael Ballestero, Joe Tuff, and Fire Swamp. How about that run, guys? Gavin Isley used home track advantage to grab the win.
Yes, he did. Gavin Isley, the 18-year winner. The 16S Jeremy Slosik 2nd. The 89 Dylan Madsen 3rd. And the 123 Dale Welty 4th. Again, the top 4 from each of the Sportsman heats going to the redraw, followed by the 11 of Genevieve Bartlett and the 27 of Michael Ballestero. 3 heats for the Modifieds, the High Torque New York North Region. 3 heats for the Madsen Overhead Door Sportsman North Region. And the Can-Am Speedway Pace Truck will bring out our 3rd division tonight, the Thunder Cars. Tim?
I'll try this one out. This one should be fun, as we have 9 drivers ready to go. Corey Valade in the number 21 on the pole. To his outside schedule to go will be Colin Botter, regular here with us in the number 19. Row number 2, Francis White in the number 61 here Friday night with us, alongside of Tim Dunn, veteran in the number 96T. Row 3, O.J. White in the 94, 5th place runner here on Friday night with Colby Hibbert in the 28. Tony Frezzo, 2021 track champion in the 22 with the 3R David Rasmussen, and Jared Gilson, 2-time feature winner here at Can-Am in the 22J. 9 drivers, 6 laps the distance. Green lights are on and we are underway. And Corey Valade will jump into the number 1 spot as they work it into turn number 1 and 2. And then it's a mad scramble from 2nd on back. Colin Botter has it. Tim Dunn through the middle. Jared Gilson has been cutting through the field quickly as well. As we watch Francis White, the last 4 times out for Francis White in the region, including here at Can-Am, have resulted in feature wins, and he's trying for another one here tonight as they cross the line for lap number 1 of the 6-lap heat event. Corey Valade started off the year extremely strong, winning 4 times on the season. He works it down the back straightaway, shows he's not forgotten how to get around Can-Am. As we watch Tony Frezzo into your picture into turn number 3 and 4. Tony out of Evans Mills, New York, working into turn number 3 and 4 with a 3 spot. Then that'll be, and Francis White off the pace on the front straightaway. It looks like he faltered for just a moment, but picks it back up, and he's got a long way to go to get back up to where he was at. O.J. White with a problem in the 94, but he brings it back on in turn number 1 and 2, and we stay green. In the meantime, as we watch the battle between Jared Gilson and Colin Botter, this is for spots 3 and 4, throwing veteran Tim Dunn, and now the Francis White, number 60, trying to move back in on these drivers. Working down to the line, 3 down, 3 more to go in this one and only heat event for our Sundance Leisure Thundercar division. And Corey Valade stretching out that advantage over the rest of the field as we watch the battle between Colin Botter, Francis White, and Tim Dunn. Jared Gilson right there in your picture as well. He holds on to third. Again, the top two have driven away. No contest up there. It's still the 21 of Corey Valade, the 22 Tony Frezzo, as we continue to watch the battle with Jared Gilson. Right by the speed shot as they roar into your living room in turn number 1 and 2. Jared Gilson, Francis White, Colin Botter a little loose into the corner. Veteran Tim Dunn is able to get off the gas and allow Botter to catch the car, try to get by him on the back straightaway. In the meantime, no problems. Up front for Corey Valade, the white flag is in the air. Final time through turn number 1 and 2, the Rome, New York native took last week off to go compete at the Kokomo Speedway, and right now back on home turf and looking strong down the back stretch as he works it up into turn number 3 and 4. Full straightaway advantage into turn 3 and off of 4, and no contest there. Corey Valade leads wire to wire, gets the victory, the one and only heat for the Sundance Leisure Thundercars. Tony Frezzo will cross in second, Francis White third, Jared Gilson comes home for fourth, Tim Dunn will end up fifth, Colin Botter, David Rasmussen, O.J. White, and Colby Hibbard. And that will do it for our Thundercar heat race tonight. Jeff, it has been a great night of racing so far here.